Hey everybody, it's Big Anklovich. It's time for the week 11 update here on Big Anklovich on health. All right, as usual, to start things off, we're gonna go see how this week went. Take it away. Okay, it's Tuesday night. Today was an eating day, so I think I made it 40-something hours by the time I was done with my fast. And then I had myself some bacon and some eggs first thing in the morning. And then a little while later, I had to rush out the door. I was not getting ready in time. I do that way too often, don't I? So I just grabbed some of the rotisserie chicken that we had in the fridge that I'd gotten from Costco, and I warmed that up, and I just ate the entire half of a chicken. So I had a half a chicken for lunch, along with 2 of those little beef sticks that I got at Costco the other day. So that was my food for today, and then I went back on my fast. It is Wednesday, and I am fasting again. I am at about 28 hours of fasting, 10 more to go, something like that, 12 more, I don't know. Generally around 40 hours is where I quit, just because that's when I wake up, though. And I don't particularly quit because I want to quit. It's just that's breakfast time. I'm in the car because it's cold. Not in the car, but I'm cold in the office, and so I came out to warm up a little bit, get my hands onto the steering wheel so that I can absorb some of that heat. It's kind of funny. I'm wearing this shirt today, but this is one of my older shirts. It's a 2XL. I don't know if you can tell just by looking at this video, but it's big. There's a lot of room in this shirt, and I think I probably need to stop wearing it. I don't know. It doesn't look good. It's just a little too much. And that's a kind of a bummer because I like this shirt. But it's nice to be able to look smaller, to wear smaller shirts. The other day, somebody asked me, they said, "You're looking really good." And they asked me what I'm doing. I didn't know what to say. I didn't want to tell them that I'm eating carnivore or not eating at all, because everybody would freak out. If I was to tell them that, they'd be like, "Oh my gosh, you can't do that. You need to stop right now because you're looking really good and healthy. You need to stop doing those things." But yeah, the other thing I thought was kind of funny is somebody else said the same thing. They're like, "Wow, yeah, you're looking really good. You look like you're really, you're doing well." And I'm like, yeah, thanks. I've lost about 40 pounds. They're like, "Yeah, I could tell you were really going for it when I saw you eating some salad. It's got to be all those big salads that you eat." And just kind of made me laugh because it's been a long time since I eat salads. I don't know when this person is remembering me eating salad from, but it's a ways back. I used to eat salad a lot, and really, really big ones if I could, back when I was just doing keto. I'm not eating salad anymore. And I'm doing just fine, doing better than I was even when I'm eating salads. So there you go. Okay, it is Thursday. That's an eating day for me. So this morning I woke up and I finished my fast off at 43 hours. And then I went ahead and had myself more beef sticks. That's right. I had 4 of them left, and I had 2 of them for breakfast. But that wasn't the extent of my breakfast. I also had bacon and eggs, as I almost always do. Then later on in the day, it was time for lunch. I didn't leave myself enough time to cook lunch, and so I kind of really blew it. Basically, I had enough time to take a shower or to cook a steak. And I thought maybe if I start the barbecue up, stick the steak on, run in, take the shower real quick, jump out, go out, turn the steak over, come back in, get dressed, go out, take the steak off of the grill, and I'll be okay. I'll get both done at the same time. So I tried that. Well, it was okay for the first part. I took my shower really quick. I ran out there, flipped the steak. It was a little burned because some of the fat had started one of those grease fires that you can get. And then when I came back in, got dressed, I didn't get back out fast enough. When I went back out, the grease fire that had gotten a little bit on the steak before was now gigantic. Like the whole barbecue was smoking like crazy, and I popped open the lid and that steak was pretty burned. And I was pretty bummed. It was a good ribeye, cost me like $8-9 just for this one steak. So I cut as much of the burn parts off as I could, and I still ate it, along with the last 2 beef sticks. And I took it with me in the car, and I ate on the way there. Then once I finished eating, it was time to start fasting again. Now I'm fasting. Been going for 8 hours, something like that. It is Friday, and I'm out in my car trying to warm up again. I'm about 27 and a half hours into my fast. Should be 40 some odd hours when I'm done. I was really hungry this afternoon. I think maybe it has something to do with, I don't know, why I was so hungry today when I'm usually not. And I think my guess is that maybe I just didn't eat enough yesterday when I was eating, and so it left me a little more hungry than usual. Or maybe not. Maybe that's just bunk. But I have stuck it out, and I think I'm going to be fine. I'll make it through my fast, and tomorrow morning I'll be eating again. Hey everybody, it is Saturday night. Today, after 42 hours and I think 53 minutes of fasting, I had some breakfast. I got up this morning and I had bacon, and we had 1 egg left in the fridge, which to me, that's not even worth heating the pan up for. So I didn't have any eggs for once for breakfast. Instead, I had bacon and some liver, some of that liver that I still had left over, the last little bit of it. And that's what I had. I went out and worked in the yard all day long and sweat like a freaking pig. Man, it was insanely hot out there. And I think I lost probably like 2 pounds just from sweat. Of course, that all came back once I drank some water and reinserted all that water within me. After all that crazy yard work, I had some dinner. I had my wife made some steak that I ate, and it was kind of a small steak. It was really kind of thin or whatever. So when I was done, I was still kind of hungry. So I went ahead and heated up some of these hamburger patties that I get from Costco, and I melted some cheese on top, and I had myself a sort of a cheeseburger. And that's how I finished out. And to tell you the truth, I think back at breakfast time I didn't mention this, but I think I had some cheese then. I may have had some cheese at dinner time too. I've been having too much cheese. Gotta stop that. I always do that on the weekends too. Ruin my progress. But I'll probably do more of that tomorrow because it's still the weekend. Okay, everybody, it is Sunday night, and I have some confessions to make. I mean, obviously I did ruin my diet completely, but I ate some stuff that I shouldn't have eaten today. I had for breakfast, which was actually more like lunch because I didn't have it until like 11:30 or something. I had some bacon, but while I was waiting for the bacon to cook, I ate a bunch of cheese and even some slices of ham, smoked ham, I think. I don't know, lunch meat ham, basically. And yeah, just a whole bunch of Parmesan cheese, which is, I guess, the best cheese to eat because it's like really hard. And I've heard that hard cheeses is what you're supposed to eat as opposed to soft cheeses. I don't know, they have more lactose in them or something like that. So more sugar. I ate that stuff that I shouldn't. And then things only got worse later on. We had dinner. I had salmon that my wife made, and also some chicken that she made for my whiny kids that said they didn't like salmon. And then, this is where I did the really bad thing. Then I decided, I've been wanting to do this for a while, but I decided to make keto or carnivore fried chicken. I had some chicken thighs, which are the fattiest part of the chicken, I guess. Still had the skin on it, so that's good, right? Dipped those in egg and then rolled them in all munched. I crushed up a bunch of pork rinds into a fine powder, and then we deep fried them in this beef tallow. I decided I was going to do this, and I went out and I bought beef tallow, which was super expensive. This brand of beef tallow, it's all grass-fed beef tallow. It was like $13 for this tiny bottle of it. And it took like half of it just to cook 10 pieces of fried chicken. But anyways, this was super late by the time I actually got to this. I don't think I ate until 10:30. So when I finally ate my fried chicken, I had 2 pieces of fried chicken. Let me tell you, it was really good. The crunched up pork rinds worked out well. Fried them all up in there. I don't know, I'm going to have a bunch of leftovers, so we'll have to see how that is. See if that's any good. I've noticed that anything that's breaded tends to be kind of soft and not very special the next day. It was really good the first day, and that was the main reason why, even though it was 10:30 at night, I still ate 2 pieces of chicken because I wanted to have it while it was fresh and yummy. Now we'll have to see what that does to me, because I don't think I was supposed to do that, especially not eating super late. I have said several times that I got to stop eating pork rinds. So I did a lot of no-nos today, so I'm hoping that I didn't totally ruin it. Who knows? We'll see. I also, worked in the yard all weekend long and sweated a lot, so maybe the hard work will help keep me from, help keep me on track, losing weight. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so it is Monday night, and at this point, I don't think I'm even 24 hours into my fast because of how late I ate that fried chicken that I did last night. I think I might still be okay despite eating so late. I don't know. I had to do a ton of yard work over the weekend, including still this morning. Before I came into work, we were out putting bark down, mulch, I guess they call it. And it was hot out there, and I was sweating so much. I don't weigh that much. I lost a lot of weight. It's probably all water and sweat that I lost, and next week it'll be back. But it's possible that I might not have screwed myself up by eating at 10:30 at night last night. All right, so there you go. Some good days, some bad days. Who knows how it turned out? Well, let's go find out. It's time to weigh in. So my goal for this week was going to be 252 pounds. That was actually my goal for last week too, but I didn't come close to making it. So last week was the week of lowered expectations. And with that, I put my goal back. I decided, I guess I'm not going to be making 3 pounds a week anymore. And so it's time to switch downshift, whatever you want to say, to 2 pounds a week. So to start with, we just went with 252, stuck with the goal from the week before. Did I make 252? Let's find out what I weighed in as. Okay, so there you go. I lowered my expectations. And then I completely surpassed them. I almost made it to what my original goal was before I lowered the expectations. My original goal was 249, and I made it all the way to 249.7, which was 0.7 of a pound shy of actually getting the full goal. That means that I lost 4.7 pounds this week. Altogether, I've lost 47.3 pounds, which is 15.92593% of the weight that I started out with. I'm just short of 50 pounds. That's exciting. That's halfway there. I'm halfway to Wonderland. I'm on the bottom side of the 200 pound level. I'm below 250. Whew, that's exciting. It's so exciting. It's been such a long time since I've weighed less than 250. Now I do worry a little bit. I'm not going to change my goal. I'm going to stick with what I had, which is 248 for next week. Actually, wait, no. I am changing my goal because I was below what my goal for next week was supposed to be. It was going to be 250, but at 249.7, I can't leave my goal at 250. That's like having a goal of gaining some weight. I don't want to do that. So I did move 1 week up. So 248 will be my goal next week. That's what I'm shooting for. It shouldn't be too hard. I hope. It's only 1.7 pounds to get that far. However, I did work in the yard all weekend long, and I sweat a lot when I was out there. I would take my shirt off and I could almost wring it out. It was so sopping wet. So I may have lost a lot of weight just in water that I sweated out. Now, that's generally going to be a temporary thing. You can't just always never bring that water back. So it's possible that that is going to come back on me as the week goes along, and maybe I won't do as well as I thought. But still, I hope 1.7 pounds I can make. There's only one time this whole time that I didn't make 1.7 pounds. That was the one time that I actually gained weight. Let's hope that doesn't happen again. I think what may have happened this week also could be one of those things which is called a whoosh week. Whoosh week is, I saw a graphic about it. If I can find it, I'll put it up on the screen. But basically has a picture of a circle. And the circle is your fat cell. And at first it's completely full of fat. And as you steadily lose fat, you know, the circle stays round, but water fills up the empty space in the fat cell. You know, it replaces the fat, and it keeps filling it up as your fat cell, you know, the fat in your fat cell gets smaller and smaller, and then eventually your cell is just water by the time you finally lost all that fat out of it. Once that happens, your cell will just, you know, it goes away. It just gets flushed out. The water goes. I think that's one of the theories. I don't think that's a proven thing. I don't think that's backed by evidence, but I think that's a theory as to why sometimes you don't lose a lot some weeks, and other weeks you have a big week. And this week turned out to be one of those big weeks for me. You know, it isn't 1.4 or 2.4, it's 4.7. It's one of my biggest weeks of all. Aside from the first 2 weeks, it's the biggest week that I've had. So that's pretty exciting. And the weird thing is, I don't think that I was particularly good this week. I think I did a bunch of stuff that I probably shouldn't have, including eating pork rinds, which I swore I would never do, but makes for a good topping, makes for some great fried chicken. And I'm going to be eating a lot of that fried chicken this week, so maybe this week is when I will ruin my progress. Hopefully not. Hopefully we will have smooth sailing. I'd be glad to lose more than that. I'm so close to 50. It would be really neat to get to 247 instead of 248 this week, so that I could be halfway there, halfway to One-derland. I'm excited about that. It's so wonderful to finally know what I'm doing, to finally be able to take control of my health, and to finally be able to really make things work. And it's something that I've wished for so long, but I just didn't have the knowledge. I didn't have the tools, and I was unable to do it despite having the will. And hopefully people see this video and the others that I've done, and they see that there is a way, that, you know, they're not deficient because they're overweight. Probably have more will than most. They just don't know what to do to be able to defeat it. And now it's there. We're not being led astray anymore. It's out there if you only just find out about it. If you can get away from the people that keep telling you the same old crap and find out the truth, you can change your life, and you can go with me to One-derland. Let's all go there. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Big Anklevich on Health.